about you is that you have ambition to be great. My job is to coach you to get all that greatness out of you.
What is good, Fin Nation? What's good? As always, it's your boy Reason, and we are back here for another one. Guys, we have a loaded show up for y'all today. I got like 14 minutes worth of training camp footage. Shout out again to Mateo, and also shout out to your boy Mike for hooking me up. We got a ton of footage, man. We got like literally about 13 minutes and 51 seconds, and I had to leave some clips out because we had to go live. So there's like we would have hit 15 minutes because I'm missing like 6-7 clips. But nothing like overly important. Anyways, we got a ton of exclusive footage tonight on Phinside The NFL. We're gonna do our best to make it feel like y'all were there. All right. On top of that, obviously, as always, we're gonna roll through the reports. Also, I want to take a look at Tua. I want to take a look at his media availability today. So, man, we got a lot to go over. We have a lot to go over. Austin already making himself known, dropping F-bombs about Deshaun Watson. Hey, bro. What did I tell y'all? I told y'all they're going to appeal this because if you read the writing was on the wall when you found out through an appeal process, Roger Goodell and them decide whether to reduce or add. Basically, I'm going to let y'all know what I've heard. And this is public knowledge, so this isn't like source or anything like that. By the way, who was the first one to tell y'all Panky was cross-training at center if you're a Patreon? And then I told y'all while we were live yesterday, and then Barry Jackson confirmed it today. Just saying. Holla at your boy. Smash the like button for me. Continue to prove all these haters that you don't know sources. Getting more. Anyways, let's go back for a sec here. Deshaun Watson, this is what I'm understanding. It's going to be 12 games and like a $10 million fine because Roger Goodell does not want him playing that Houston game in week 12. So he could return week 13. Or it's going to be the whole season and no fine. So take your pick. That's what I've heard. It's going to come down the pipeline with Watson. Can I be honest with you guys? Listen. I get Brown fans are like, okay, we trade all this capital. He can play. But I didn't address this. I got to address this. Absolutely, actually applauding that man when he was coming out on the field. Like, guys, the non-biased judge, Sue Robinson, found under their policy and under their guidelines, yes, he was guilty of sexual assault. Under their policy and guidelines. I remember that's what I keep using. Under their policy and guidelines, he was guilty of all these things, right? And then the report came out today, even though the Browns are trying to say, oh, he's showing remorse. The report came out today for me and Rappaport that, again, Watson's camp has told Rappaport, he doesn't feel like he did anything wrong. But under their guidelines, they found all these violations and stuff. So it's a messy situation. That's the update on that. I'm not going to go deep into it. He's not a Dolphin. I don't care. If we got to whoop his ass, I don't give a crap. Let's go. I'm confident in our offense and our defense that we could go lay a whooping on the Browns. So I ain't worried about Watson. I ain't worried about that. I'll go take a dub over Cleveland and Watson. I'm cool with that. Personally, as a father of 2 young daughters, a man who was raised by, once my dad left and my grandfather passed away, I was my mom and my sister. Listen, when Judge Sue Robinson, a non-biased female, finds him guilty of all those things, right? And the reason why I only got 6 games is based on, if you actually read it, based on past rulings. It's based on the bad precedent the NFL set. Let's call it what it is. I got no remorse for the guy. Sorry. I got 2 daughters, man. I look at this different. and they only had 5 cases brought to them, and they only used 4 of them. So we're not even talking about Sue Robinson went over 20 plus cases. She actually only included 4. They were brought 5 and they only included 4. I believe that's the number. So I'm just saying, all right, listen, everyone knows how I feel about Ben Roethlisberger. I think Ben Roethlisberger is a POS, right? Twice that guy got accused of, now he got accused of raping women. Deshaun Watson didn't get accused of that. He got accused of raping women. And Big Ben to me is one of the biggest POSs walking this earth. And that hurt. I'm a Penguins fan, so I got to go to Pittsburgh. I see the love for Roethlisberger and all that. I think he's a big POS. Just my 2 cents. You know what I mean? So, hey, everyone's free to their opinion. I don't got no remorse for Deshaun Watson. And especially now that he's a Brown, I ain't wishing him the best. It is ironic that a guy would go play for the Browns when apparently he was asking all these masseuses to stick, 2 fingers up the Hershey Highway. What's his connection in the color brown? I don't know. Anyways, enough of that. And hey, don't forget, why do you think they came down so hard on us? And why do you think that news came out yesterday? The investigation got concluded. Don't let them coming down on our logo distract you from the fact of what's going on with Watson right now. And hey, the Watson stuff resurfacing again today. Maybe it quiets down against the Dolphins, but I'm still bitter we don't have a first. I can make without the third, even though that stings because you can find good talent in the third. But God, man. Shout out to Timothy, guys. Timothy, you did not have to do a donation. I was actually going to make you a part of my opening monologue. So you did not need to do that. Everyone, Fins fam, earlier today, Timothy lost his father. So I need everyone to keep Timothy in your prayers. Send your well wishes. Same thing. Continue to keep MF Fins and his lovely wife in your prayers as well, too. But, Tim is a fantastic human being. I actually have a piece of his art that he sent me hanging up on a wall over there with a couple other pieces of dolphin art. So he's a good guy, man. So appreciate you, Tim. And we're thinking of you, man. Losing a parent and a loved one, that's the only tougher thing is really loving your own children, right? So I'm sorry, Timothy. I hope you're doing well, man. All right. So guys, basically I think, we're gonna hop right into everything because we got a lot to go over today again. So we're gonna go over all the training camp reports, behind paywalls, whatever. Then I want to give you, we got 14 minutes of training camp highlights we got to play for y'all. So we're gonna play those. On top of that, and the quality should be better today. On top of that, I want to take a look at an article for you guys just in regards to what's going on in the room. And I also want to look at Tua Tagovailoa's media availability. So we got quite the stuff to go over today. Again, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. You guys have been doing an amazing job lately. Help me out with my friend Al Algorithm. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We are gaining traction. We are steamrolling. I appreciate each and every one of you and salute each and every one of you for continuing to support the channel. If you'd like to donate, as usual, you can donate through the super chat. You can donate through paypal.me/Phinside The NFL. And you can also paypal.me/Phinside. You can also become a Phinside The NFL Patreon. It's picked up lately. Again, in the article I go over today, we're going to confirm some stuff I already told you guys on the Patreon and I said on this channel yesterday. So we'll go over that. And again, save 15% off at Pick 6 Apparel by using code Phinside The NFL at pick6apparel.com. That out of the way, let's get into the training camp report where Tua Tagovailoa, yes, he had the orange jersey, but the defense, they came to play today. The defense, they came to play today. So let's start off with the Miami Herald. And this is what happened today. And Skylar Thompson made some nice throws today too, might I add. As part of a maintenance program, 3 of the Dolphins' best offensive players, Taron Armstead, Tyreek Hill, and Chase Edmonds, sat out team drills during day 7 of Dolphins practice, though none are injured. Come on. Grammar, bro. I hate to be the grammar police. Woo, 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 woo. None are injured, though none is injured. Thank you. The editor needs to be spoken with. That meant fewer big plays and more penetration. Nice. From the defense on the left side of the offensive line. Yeah, I heard the offensive line was very troublesome today. Multiple people there who reached out to me, some who sent me videos, others who did not. And, I heard the line was an issue today. Miami's still looking for a backup tackle to emerge among Greg Little, Keon Smith, and Larnell Coleman. But there were a handful of 20-plus yard plays, including strong work from rookie skill position players. Some highlights from day 7. The front 7, with Armstead, Sideline, and Hill not around to take quick throws. The defensive line and linebackers applied frequent pressure. Jalen Phillips had at least 2 sacks, and Christian Wilkins, Emmanuel Ogba, and Sam McGuavin also had sacks. Jalen Phillips, bro. I'm going to start calling this guy Deuces because he's good for at least 2 sacks every practice. What I'm telling you, oh man, I was wondering if I walked out on a ledge when I said, hey, he's going to be a top 10 guy this year, and next year, he's going to make that leap to top 5, top 3 edge guys in the NFL. Bro, what I'm seeing right now, man, I wish there was a prop bet on that. I gotta look, see if there's a prop bet on sacks. This guy's hitting double digits this year. I need to see what that over-under is. Melvin Ingram stuffed Myles Gaskin for a loss on a run, and Waquan Davis stood up Sony Michel on another rushing attempt. Eric Izakama, the 4th-round wide receiver, drew considerable praise from receivers coach Wes Welker before practice, then had another big play. We got the video of that, with at least 3 catches of 20 yards or more. The big play was in one-on-ones. 2 from Skylar Thompson and 1 from Tagovailoa. Tanner Connor, the undrafted rookie tight end who played wide receiver at Idaho State, made 2 chunk plays for touchdowns, including a 45-yard pass from Tua Tagovailoa. Plays of the day, undrafted rookie receiver Braylon Sanders contorted his body to make an impressive 30-yard sideline catch from Tagovailoa in receiver defensive back drills. He also caught a 40-yard touchdown from Teddy Bridgewater, beating Keon Crossan on a crossing route. We're not going to have a chance to go over today. If you have time, go look at Bray Sanders as a card-carrying member, one of the first card-carrying members of the Braylon Sanders fan club. Go check out his media availability today if you got time. Sanders is making a case to make the 53-man roster. Trent Sherfield, Sanders, and River Craycraft, who caught a TD in red zone drills from Bridgewater on Tuesday, have looked the best in the battle for 5th and 6th receiver jobs behind Hill, Waddle, Cedric Wilson, and Izakama, but it's still early. Man, I've told y'all. Besides the aforementioned receptions and 11-11 drills, Izakama used his size 6'2" and good body control to make a beautiful catch in one-on-one drills on what would have been a 40-yard touchdown from Tagovailoa. That's the one we'll be showing you guys. Bridgewater threw about 30 yards to rookie tight end Connor, who ran another 20 yards for a touchdown. This was Connor's best day of camp with 2 touchdowns. Tagovailoa threw a beautiful 40-yard pass to Craycraft with Brandon Jones in coverage. Crossan made an excellent pass breakup in the end zone on a long Bridgewater throw to Jalen Waddle, who dropped a pass later in the day. Kadir Kahu, the undrafted rookie defensive back from Texas A&M University Commerce, had made a nice pass deflection on one-on-ones. He has flashed the past week. Immediately after the draft, the Dolphins gave him $130,000 guaranteed, a sizable amount for an undrafted rookie. Xavier Howard had a nifty deflection of a Tagovailoa pass to Waddle. Defensive lineman John Jenkins' chances of making the team improved considerably with the release of Adam Butler. Jenkins is difficult to move and has had a solid camp. That's great to hear. Always need that interior help. I wouldn't be surprised if they try to bring Adam Butler back on the cheap. Tight end Hunter Long had a tough day after a strong start to camp. He dropped a high pass from Tagovailoa despite nobody being around him. He also dropped a sideline throw from Tagovailoa on Wednesday with Eric Rowe in tight coverage. Man, come on, Hunter. You got to make those. And Tagovailoa overthrew him on another play, but Long had a good block on a Michelle touchdown run. Love that. Love that, Hunter. Good. You're going to have a few drops. Go lay a lick in to open a lane for a touchdown. Sure, bro. Do the stuff that doesn't get on the stat sheet. If you can't do this, if you're gonna have a rough day putting stuff on the stat sheet, at least go do the stuff that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. Love it. The fact this Dolphins offense doesn't use a lot of 2 tight end sets. Remember, guys, this is a good point they make here because, you know, the amount of, if you look at the amount of 12-man personnel that we used last year compared to like San Francisco, for example. All right. We led the league in using 12-man personnel at 61%. The next closest team was 29%. Under McDaniel, the 49ers used 12-man personnel, only 10%, I believe. So we used it 59% more. Right? So you got to remember we used it, 61%, right? So we used it 51% more than McDaniel used it. So you got to make this stuff count, Hunter, right? Because Smythe is perfect right now. I'm telling you right now, with Gesicki's lack of blocking, Durham Smythe could take another step forward this year quietly. So remember, there's the stats. Last year we used 61%. McDaniel only used 10% when it came to 12-man personnel. So don't expect to see a ton, right? The fact the Dolphins offense doesn't use a lot of 2 tight end sets combined with Long's growth puts Adam Shaheen's roster spot in risk. Shaheen has been most invisible in camp. Yeah, I've heard Carter and Shaheen. Like, you want to talk about bubble players. Tight end Mike Gesicki's involvement in the passing game also remains limited so far in camp, though his position obviously isn't in question. Tagovailoa had another solid day with no interceptions and several completions for 20-plus yards. Okay, and I love Barry says he has another solid day. I love it. But let's go back to Gesicki for a second. This is why I said I wish I was a fly on the wall during when they went indoors. Remember, what was it, Friday or whatever, where they kicked the media out for half of the practice and they went indoors? Imagine if they went indoors and it was like the Mike Gesicki show, right? Like, imagine if they were just like, all right, boys, roll it. And Gesicki just, that's like the first thing that popped into my mind. Because, they paid Gesicki, so I ain't buying in this lack of involvement right now. They ain't putting him on the roster unless they are working a trade behind the scenes, which I have not heard of anything involving. Unless they're working a trade behind the scenes, they're not putting him on that hit just to use him as a decoy or to barely use him at all. Something ain't sitting right here. McDaniel got something up his sleeve with Gesicki, I think. Anyways, linebacker Duke Riley continues to make a couple of nice plays every practice. On Wednesday, he knocked away a pass intended for Connor. A day after Preston Williams expressed displeasure about not getting more opportunities in the passing game, nothing really changed. Williams didn't catch any passes in 11-11 and didn't get any special team chances either. Waddle, Wilson, and Javon Holland took punt returns. I don't like that. Right? We need Waddle. We need Wilson. We need Javon Holland. These cannot be our punt return guys, man. I know because of the fullbacks and they want to carry an extra linebacker, so the roster math is looking weird right now from what I've been told. I get that, but man, we need a 7th wide receiver, or Zaquandre White needs to return kicks or something like that because, or you got to have someone in the secondary that can do it that isn't Javon Holland. Come on, man. Those are big names. Wilson is wide receiver 3. If, God forbid, anything happens to anyone around him, he's going to be relying on even more heavily. Can't have him in the punt game. With Hill sitting out, Welker said he planned to get the ball more to Lynn Bowden Jr., but chances were still limited. Holland showing incredible range, broke up one Tagovailoa pass to Bowden. See, Bowden, this is where he needs to be stepping up, man. This is where Bowden needs to be taking those opportunities, and he needs to be that special teams guy. That's why I thought he had such a good chance of making this team, too. I thought he was going to contribute on special teams. And it's just been a nightmare, man, from what I've understood. Gaskin had a nice catch and run for 25 yards on the Tagovailoa pass. Adam Pankey, here's the confirmation, guys. What did I tell you? in the Patreon, and I told you guys yesterday before it was reported publicly, Adam Pankey cross-training at center with Michael Dieter sideline, had a couple of high snaps. Guys, what are we doing? What are we doing with this musical chairs? What are we doing right now with this musical chairs cross-training game? Stop. Listen, I get your geniuses. What are we afraid of? I'm telling you, and I got the feeling of it. They're afraid a competent guy is going to come in and it's going to shift Connor back to left guard, and Eichenberg's going to left stuck sitting on his hands. But look, this is not about feelings. This is not about draft position. This is about producing the best 5 possible. Again, I'll preach it. I've been preaching it for over a month. Matt Paradis is sitting there. What he did in Denver in the outside zone, if he's healthy enough, bring him in. What are you waiting for? A guy you could get for 5th, 6th, 7th round right now. Keith Ishmael out of Washington. They brought in another backup center and it's buried him, but he was ranked as a top 20 center last year overall, and that was in a fill-in role when Chase Roulier went down. So there's all, and that's just scratching the surface. I haven't even gone, knee deep into research here. There's options. What are we waiting for? Okay, if there's an issue with him not wanting to practice, okay, whatever. But come on, man. Why are we playing Russian roulette with the offensive line? Why are we playing Russian roulette with the most important position on the offensive line? The center is the quarterback of the offensive line. He has to do a lot of stuff. He has a lot of pre-snap responsibilities at the line because the quarterback has so many other responsibilities and has to depend on them. Now, they're supposed to usually going to work in unison, but the center is relied on more than the quarterback. Like a 60-40, 55-45 workload at the line of scrimmage. The center has to do a lot. You got to ID. You got to recognize disguises, all that jazz. You got a lot of stuff you got to do pre-snap. And then you got to get out of your stance and explode up and block with, a half-second head start given to the defense, either shading your shoulder or over top of your helmet, over top of your nose. So, why are we playing this Russian roulette? Stop treating this like it's the running back position. Rookie quarterback Skylar Thompson continued his strong training camp, making 2 impressive throws to Izukama and a few others. He hasn't made a lot of mistakes in the pocket. He threw a 10-yard touchdown to Jared Dokes, man. Yo, this man's coming for Bridgewater's job, huh? I'm telling you right now. Dieter and cornerback Byron Jones, and I'm not saying Bridgewater going to lose, but he's knocking on the door. Dieter and cornerback Byron Jones, I've been saying that since they've been giving Skylar Thompson reps with Waddle and the 1s and the 2s a little bit more. He's been popping up a little bit more, and we know he has he has probably the livest arm at camp. There's no doubt about that. So he just has accuracy issues from the intermediate level beyond when you break down the collegiate tape. So, and placement and touch issues. So if you can sharpen those out, whew. Hill, Armstead, and Edmonds sat out as part of a maintenance program to conserve energy for some veterans. Raheem Mozart, who is being handled carefully after last September's knee injury, didn't participate in 11-11 drills. And Alec Ingold, back from a Week 10 ACL injury, wore a red non-contract jersey and didn't practice. He said he'll be ready for the regular season. See, because I even wondered, are they going to keep Lovett? Because Ethan Carter makes, he's popped up a little bit. He hasn't disappeared. He's been decent in camp. And he can play, tight end or fullback. But, I know the players and the staff love it. So, I'm wondering there that, that's an interesting thing, man. It's the roster math is going to be weird this year, guys. Be prepared. Interesting. I know they want to keep Sam McGuavin and they want to keep an extra linebacker. So we'll see how it works out. Miami works On snapping issues, plus stock up, stock down from Omar. Hard to imagine a team asking 2 offensive linemen to transition to center this summer. Snapping the football for the first time in their careers won't be plagued by issues. And that's exactly what the Dolphins are working to overcome in the second week of training camp as Michael Dieter continues to be sidelined by a foot injury. During Wednesday's practice, the Dolphins experienced some shotgun snap issues from Connor Williams and Adam Pankey, who, along with Cole Banwart, have been handling the snapping duties. These weren't snaps spraying all over the field, bad enough to create a turnover, but they were off the mark to throw off a play's timing, right? And then a timing-based offense with a timing-based rhythmic quarterback, that's an issue. Williams, who just go get someone. What are we waiting for? Stop trying to fit a square into a round-shaped hole. Stop it. Try to fit a square peg into a round-shaped hole. Stop it. A circle-shaped hole. Enough. Williams, who committed 2 errant snaps, stayed after practice waiting for quarterback Tua Tagovailoa to finish speaking with the media and then sign autographs to the fans in an attempt to work on their snaps. The two spent an extra 10 minutes on the field working on their exchanges. At the end of the day, snapping is not too bad. It's secondhand nature once you get used to it. Well, he said earlier this week, yeah, once you get used to it. It's definitely progressed, said Williams, who started 51 games at left guard for Dallas Cowboys before signing a 2-year deal worth $14 million with the Dolphins as a free agent this offseason. It becomes secondhand where you're not thinking about it and you're throwing it back there and it hits the money. Well, let's start hitting the money then, boys. Tagovailoa, who was the orange jersey player Wednesday, which means he was recognized as a top performer on Tuesday's practice session, had another steady performance. So there you go. We've heard solid from the Miami Herald. We've heard steady now from the Sun Sentinel. And we know Omar is he's a Tua believer, but he's a very harsh critic. So when he says steady, the Dolphins' 2020 first-round pick connected on a blitz-beating throw to receiver River Raycraft that turned into a 50-yard touchdown. Cornerback Noah Benogany and safety Eric Rowe were the closest defenders on what was clearly a defensive miscommunication. I posted this on Twitter. Shout out to homie Bobby Shows Jr. He reshared it too. And you're going to see it tonight. If you see basically what happens is Eric Rowe bites up on an out route towards the sidelines underneath. And that's clearly, you can tell Igbenogany gets caught flat-footed because I think he was supposed to converge on that. And due to the coverage, River Raycraft's 9 route, right, his fly route was supposed to be picked up by Eric Rowe, but Eric Rowe screwed it up. And then that screwed up Igbenogany, and Raycraft was gone. And there was pressure right into his face, and he threw it up to a spot, and Craycraft ran right under it. So we'll show you that in a bit. Rookie quarterback Skylar Thompson threw a touchdown pass to tailback Jared Dokes during the team's goal line work. Salvin Ahmed caught an impressive wheel route from backup quarterback Teddy Bridgewater that would have produced at least 30 yards before a defender got near him to make the stop. Man, he's been making those a lot lately, and he made them last year too. Ahmed loves those wheels. He's a better catcher, than a lot of the guys in the room. He's just underrated. Linebacker Melvin Ingram stopped tailback Myles Gaskin in the backfield for a loss. I will say this. You notice how the pads came on, and Ahmed's been more of a force than Zachrandre White? Right? Zachrandre White was dominating with the pads on. Pads come on. Zachrandre White's kind of fallen back, and Ahmed's making things happen. Ingram, an 11-year veteran, has been impactful during the practices he's participated in. Rookie tailback Zachrandre White fumbled the ball on the left side run, and linebacker Brendan Scarlett recovered it. There you go. Trending towards the practice squad. Linebacker and Ahmed trending as the 4th guy if they keep a 4th running back. Linebacker Sam McGuavin had a clear undeniable sack of Bridgewater before he threw the ball for completion to receiver Lynn Bowden Jr. So there you go. Bowden made a reception today, but also Guavin continues making noise. Eric Izuakama continued a strong performance as of late, catching a touchdown pass from Thompson, who again evaded pressure before throwing the ball. Stock up, Tanner Connor, a former Idaho State receiver who's being asked to make the transition to tight end during camp, caught 2 impressive passes during Wednesday's session. The first was a 35-yard reception in the middle of the field from Bridgewater. Then in the final 11-11 phase of practice, he caught a long touchdown pass from Tagovailoa. Stock down. Hunter Long had 2 drops during practice, and one of them was a pass where he was wide open downfield on a throw from Tagovailoa. The former Boston College standout, whom the Dolphins selected in the 3rd round of the 2021 draft, has hasn't taken the step forward you'd hope most young players take, but in his defense, tight ends hadn't been heavily utilized until Wednesday's practice. Receiver Tyreek Hill and tailback Chase Edmonds sat out practice, being given a veteran load management day. Starting left tackle Taron Armstead, who was originally sparingly practiced since camp has started, sat out today. Elijah Campbell, who was one of our best corners last year, if you guys remember, was officially taken off the PUP list today. Worked on the side during doing position drills during his first practice with the team. And John Lovett missed his 4th straight practice because of an undisclosed injury. So that answers my question about Lovett. He might get released, for failing a physical at the rate he's going. Continuing on, here is what Alain Poupor, what he reported with SI. 568 of you in the room. Smash that like button. They said the Miami Dolphins had a second padded practice at the Baptist Health Training Complex on Wednesday, and the fans in attendance got treated to a much different musical playlist after Tua Tagovailoa was given the orange jersey for his performance the previous day. I mean, they must have listened to me. I mean, let's be honest, bro. Like, I tell all y'all pankies that dude publicly yesterday after I already had it up on my Patreon. Now the beat reporters are like, yeah, they're telling everyone it's Panky. All right. I come out and they say, yo, I don't know about this orange jersey. People aren't doubling up. Hill hasn't won one yet. And then, right, Waddle gets it. Hill gets it. Seiler doubles up. Tua doubles up. We got these people doubling up now. So things kicked off with Hawaii Aloha. The practice featured a heavy dose of Bob Marley with some KC and the Sunshine Band and some oldies such as Pass It Touchy and Red Red Wine. Attaboy, Tua. Love the UB40 Red Red Wine, though, too. With that, let's dive into the practice report. Michael Dieter and fullback Lovett continued to miss practice with their recent injuries, though they were accompanied on the no-go list by some veterans rehabbing load management. Obviously, that was Hill, Armstead, Moser, Alec Ingold, and Chase Edmonds. This was a consecutive day off for Armstead. Jalen Phillips, who left practice field, was a full participant today after leaving the practice field yesterday. Practice's top performance, Salvin Ahmed looks like a forgotten guy in the team's running back room, but he had himself a really impressive practice. He looks fast and decisive on his running plays, and he also had a catch on a swing pass from Teddy Bridgewater that would have resulted in a big gain. Wide receiver Eric Izakama was very visible in the passing game as the rookie 4th-round pick continues to impress. He had 4 catches. The last of our 3 nods goes to rookie free agent tight end Tanner Connor, who has made the transition from college wide receiver. He was on the receiving end of 2 long completions, one down the right sideline from Teddy Bridgewater and one deep down the middle from Tua Tagovailoa. QB watch, Tua didn't have nearly as good as a practice as he did Tuesday, and he finished with 10 completions on 16 attempts. His best throw might have come in a late red zone drill when he zipped a pass inside to Jalen Waddle. He also had a long touchdown pass off a quick throw to wide receiver River Craycroft on a play where there appeared to be busted coverage. We'll show you that one. That's the Roe Igbo play. But there were also some plays where Tua held the ball a long time because he couldn't find anybody open. Teddy Bridgewater had himself perhaps his best practice of camp so far, completing 7 of 10 passes, including the long one to Connor. He also had the swing pass to Ahmed along with a deep completion down the middle to Braylon Sanders and 2 touchdown passes in the red zone drill. So good to see Teddy bouncing back. No picks. Love it. Skylar Thompson completed 5 of 8. His last pass was a touchdown to running back Jared Dokes in a red zone drill when Dokes slipped open on the right side. And good for Jared Dokes for going down. He's not going down without a fight. I love it. Thompson's best pass was a relatively short throw outside to Mohamed Sanu, where he put up a lot of zip on the ball. Love it. Love it. Sanu getting a touchdown too. Because of his tweet Monday night, we have to continue keeping tabs on Preston Williams, who yet again wasn't targeted in team drills. There again were some shotgun snap issues. Again, not bad enough to cause a turnover, but enough to throw off the timing. This time there were 2 by Connor Williams and 2 by Adam Pankey. Before team drills, the Dolphins again did one-on-one work, and the highlights in the DB wide receiver matchups included Xavier Howard with tight coverage on 2 reps against Waddle. Noah Benugany and Cedric Wilson, each winning one rip against each other. Cornerback Keon Cross and blanketed Sanders on their first rep before Sanders came back to catch a deep sideline pass from Tua with great body adjustment near the sideline. And Trill Williams blanketing Preston Williams on a rep. Trilla! Attaboy, Trill. Yeah, take away those opportunities, Trill. Attaboy, make those opportunities yours. Let's go. Linebacker Sam McGuavin, who's been noticeable lately, met Dokes in the backfield on a running play. Tough day for tight end Hunter Long, who dropped 2 very catchable passes. Secondary White fumbled at the end of a running play, and Scarlett picked it up. Waddle, Craycraft, and Wilson both failed to come down with tough but makeable deep catches. Zach Seiler met a running back from the backfield. Porter Gustin, who had 2 sacks Tuesday, did a great job of holding the edge on a running play. Look at Porter. Look at Porter coming out of nowhere saying, "Don't forget about me, man. Don't forget about me, man." Porter Gustin. Who would have thought, bruh? I love it. I absolutely love it. Can't lie. Let me bring up Travis's here. Let me bring up Travis from today, what he had to say. All right. So his day started with 11 on 11s. Give me a sec, guys. I had it and then started acting fugazi. All right. All right. And he actually, because I believe he actually mentions Austin Jackson, who no one's mentioned yet, right? So let me bring this up. A lot of stuff to go through. All right. So he actually starts. He starts on with one-on-ones. So let's bring up his timeline. So he started off with one-on-ones. He said Salvin Ahmed with a contested catch over Duke Riley. His receiving game has been nice this camp. Hunter Long had a nice route where he used his body to generate some separation at the top of the route. Physical route runner. Tua found Cedric Wilson for a touchdown in one-on-ones. More one-on-ones. X had 2 good reps on Waddle where it looked like he was going to haul in passes from Tua, but the league's most productive ball hawk broke them up. Trent Sherfield, fantastic leap and grab on a long ball from Tua. One-on-ones again. Braylon Sanders caught a perfectly dropped ball in the bucket from Tua. The concentration and body control of the rook continues to stand out. Loving Braylon Sanders. Let's go. Speaking of rookies, Eric Izukama made a 50-50 ball from Tua. Looked like 90-10. He's strong as hell at the catch point. Love it. First play of team is a check down as Xavier Howard continues his strong day of good coverage. Holland and Igbo also locked down. Good pass, bro. Tua hits Gaskin. Raekwon Davis blew up Sony Michel for a loss. Emmanuel Ogba got a sack. Tua stepped up as Baker was picked up by the back, but Ogba got off his block and ended the play. Defense really responded to the offense's big day yesterday. This time, Sam McGuavin coming clean for a would-be sack. Don't like that. Teddy dime. He finds John Lovett streaking up the sideline for an explosive play. Nice touch. So hold on. Some people are saying Lovett's out. Travis Wingfield. Oh, it was Tanner Connor. There you go. On the reception. He corrects himself. Austin Jackson had to get over quickly to keep Jalen Phillips off of his QB. Looked smooth before dropping the anchor and holding up. Really nice rep as Tua finds Gaskin for a chunk gain. Porter Gustin with the backside pursuit to cut down a run for a loss. Good period for Sam McGuavin. Comes clean for sack. Explosive first step and downhill speed. Ogba gets knocked back and stacks up a run. Ogba gets knocked back and stacks up a run. The defensive front really dominant right now. Guys are taking turns making plays. Woo, defense came to play today, baby. Jared Dokes finds a crease and bursts through for a nice chunk gain. Blaze Andreas and Solomon McKinley with key blocks. Love it. Love seeing Blaze Andreas and Solomon McKinley's names come up. Bro, we need depth so badly. I need someone to show up. Jalen Phillips with a sack on a speed to power rush that just hit his man back into the QB. Impressive power. Love it. I want to know who he dominated, though. Duke Riley with a breakup on a pass with Teddy to Tanner Connor. Riley has really shown his range coverage this camp. Achman goes uncovered up the sideline and Teddy finds him. That was that wheel route. The defense doesn't touch him until ushering him out about 35 yards later. Waddle gets a step on Keon Crossan and Teddy tries it. Looked like it would be complete, but Crossan with fantastic recovery speed pokes it out. Tua had one of my favorite plays Tua had one of Travis's favorite plays at camp. Takes a snap against a pressure look and immediately lobs it up to, top to space. Washington State legend River Craycraft runs under for a 52-yard touchdown. QB1 seeing and attacking the vulnerability of the defensive look. And that's on the broken coverage, right? Christian Wilkins rushes in for a would-be sack. Tua finishes the play. A strike to Izakama. Channing Tindall carried a route 40 yards downfield, staying stride for stride with Cedric Wilson. Wow. Thompson threw it about as good as he could, but the rookie breaks it up. Let's go. Channing Tindall, baby. I told y'all in my prospect preview. He showed all the instincts and all the ability against the run to be effective in coverage. Just needed more reps. He has the tools. Using them like that. Love to see that growth, baby. Make it consistent, Channing, please. Christian Wilkins with the pressure. Tua steps out of it and fires a strike to Sherfield, who was in between a trio of defenders. Good start to the period for the offense. Jalen Phillips had another sack. That's at least 2 today. Javon Holland doing Javon Holland things. Ranges over on a shot from Tua. 2-bound and breaks it up. Nearly picked. Braylon Sanders has an explosive run as he gets free and hauls in a pass from Bridgewater. Pressure was bearing down. Might have been in sack in live action. Tua rips one down the middle to Tanner Connor with an excellent ball between 2 defenders and a huge gain. Zach Sila quickly came off his block and applied the pressure. High snap doesn't phase Tua, gathers it and lobs a beautiful ball to Jalen Waddle, who runs right through it for some run after the catch yards. Teddy with a pair of red zone touchdown passes. First, he threads a tight window to Craycraft. Then he finds Izakama in the back of the end zone. Tua to Waddle for a red zone touchdown. Akin to the ball we saw against the Panthers last year, where he had to absolutely be precise with the timing and location with defenders converging. He was 6 points. Love it. Secondary White plunged into the end zone with a nice cutback. Braylon Sanders, you need to go watch it because Braylon Sanders talked about how good of a leader he was. But go check out Braylon Sanders' media availability. So that's Travis Wingfield and what he saw today. And then now, finally, what the Palm Beach Post saw today for you guys. So Eric Izakama, a 4th-round pick out of Texas Tech, made impressive catches Wednesday as the Dolphins held their second practice with pads this training camp. Observations from the workout. In receiver versus defensive back drills, Izakama fought off Kadir Kahu for a catch that drew applause. Emmanuel Ogba sacked Tua Tagovailoa. Bridgewater lobbed one to tight end Tanner Connor, who had slipped behind the defense for a long gain. Tagovailoa then matched it. Love it. Love our quarterbacks matching each other on big throws. Let's go. Melvin Ingram blew up a running play. Sam McGuavin made an eye-catching play for the second straight day, bursting through to sack Bridgewater. Thompson stepped up in the pocket to find Izakama. Tagovailoa overthrew River Craycraft, who had a step on the secondary. Jalen Phillips and Ingram combined to sack Tagovailoa. Duke Riley had a nice breakup of a pass by Bridgewater. Keon Crossan broke up a pass from Bridgewater to Jalen Waddle. Hunter Long couldn't haul in a pass from Tagovailoa. Tagovailoa hit Craycraft with a long pass despite Phillips being in the QB's face. Yeah, that's what no one's talking about with that throw he made too. That's the busted coverage throw with Waddle and Igbo. He had Phillips right in his face. Izukama continued to having an impressive day with a long reception from Tagovailoa. Holland broke up a pass to Bowden. Bridgewater had a long gain to Braylon Sanders. Tagovailoa used every inch of his frame to haul in yet another high snap and complete a pass. It's still early, but if shotgun snapping doesn't improve, it will become a larger issue. In red zone drills, as the session wore down, Bridgewater hit easy E with a 6-yard scoring pass. The defense otherwise had the better of it in that drill, including a QB pressure by Ingram that sent the tone. Yo, Melvin Ingram, eh? This guy is making legit noise like every day. Tagovailoa wore the orange jersey, signifying him as a practice player of the day the previous day. Playlist included reggae, shocking exactly to no one. The Dolphins activated Elijah Campbell. And, let's go, baby. Let's go. We all remember how good he was for us last year. I'm taking it. So that's your training camp report for the day, guys. A lot, obviously a good defensive day, a couple of big plays for the offense, a couple of big players missing for the offense, but the defense, they did their thing today, man. They did their thing, and they're going to have days where they win. They should have days where they win. They're an elite defense. Man, if they ain't getting up after a day where they give up some big plays and saying, hey, we're going to whoop that ass today in practice, then I don't want them out there. You know what I'm saying? These people are putting in some work. Our defense is elite, and this is without Byron Jones. Wait till Byron's out there. I wish he was healthy, and I wish X was out there too, and we could really gauge what our receiver room had. You know what I mean? I want to see him going up against the best of the best here, the cream of the crap. I don't want to see them continuously going up against Jabroni A, Jabroni B, but I gotta say, Trill's been fantastic this this camp, and Elijah Mitchell coming back, that's gonna be good too. That's gonna be real good. That's gonna be real good. So I'm excited, man. All right, guys, we got about 14 minutes of training camp footage. So we're gonna get into that. We got a lot. Again, shout out to Mike, shout out to Mateo. Appreciate y'all, homies, holding us down. Let's get into it. We got about 14 minutes of footage. I mixed in footage that was released to the team, footage that was shared online, and then also footage that was sent to me by the two gentlemen. So you're probably going to see duplicate plays, but you're going to see them from different angles. All right. So let's get into the training camp footage. With all that said, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, share it, guys. Share it. All right, let me bring this up. There it is. And then I got something else I want to show you guys too. So let's go. All right, here we go. We're gonna, just for copyright issues, we're gonna mute that. You see, there's two orange jersey team warming up. Here you go, Holland leading drills for the team as they warm up. Tua putting in that work, getting loose, baby. Let's go. QB1, baby. QB1. You know what it is. You know what time it is. Let's go. Love every minute of it, baby. Get loose, baby. Let's go. Yeah, again, thank you to Mike. Thank you to Mateo. If you want to submit, hey, you know where to hit me up. Phinside The NFL at gmail.com. So let's get into some of the stuff that was shared. High snap, you see, doesn't phase Tua, makes the throw. Look at that. Bad snap, Tua still makes the throw. Love it. Look at this. One-on-one is a comma. Boom. What a throw by Tua. Love every minute of it. Nice applause. All right, let's go to the defense. Working the tackle machines. Gotta show love to the defense. We can't forget the defense, guys and gals. Got to give you the feeling like we're there, boys and girls. Yes, Rome, that easy E throw wasn't an elite throw. Look at that. And don't worry, I got better angles of his throws to Easy E yesterday. That big throw to Easy E, I'm going to play them after we do his media availability. I got to say, you know, that plug I got that was hating on Tua's arm, I hit him up and I said, bro, was it Fitzpatrick's good arm or bad arm? Because I think it's Fitzpatrick's good arm. Again, look at this. Woo! Oh, drops it, though. Nice back shoulder throw, though. Tua, again, one-on-ones. Woo! Here we go. Tua steps back. Moves up in the pocket. Oh, Hunter Long can't come down with it. Look at this. Nice little float. There's the busted coverage, guys. There you see it. Let's go back to that one more time. I'll show you. Okay, so I want you to watch. We're going to stop here. All right. So watch here. Okay, you're going to have Craycraft coming up the slot. What you're going to have, I believe he's in the slot. And what you're going to have is an out route break underneath. Up here, you see Igbenogny's closest to the sideline. That's Eric Rowe next to him. Eric Rowe's going to bite on the out route underneath. That's going to leave Igbenogny flat-footed, and Craycraft on his 9 route is just going to run right past them. And Tua, watch Tua. Tua is going to make the throw off his back foot, and Jalen Phillips is going to get loose and bear down on him. Look at it. And he still makes a throw. Gone. Beautiful. Again, motion, 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 guys. Let's go. Nice throw over the middle. Tua Eaton this year over the middle on those crossers. Nice step up. Woo! Finds the soft spot in the coverage. Let's go. Oh, big breakup along the sideline. Dangerous throw by Tua. Ooh. Yeah, another bad snap, and he still makes the throw. Let's go. Run up the middle for you. Red zone drills. 2 on the move. Love it. There's that throw to Waddle to finish things off. Oh. Here we go again. More footage for y'all. Short gain. Look at Tua move, sacked. Look at that run, stuffed. Run defense showed up today, guys and gals. Toss, just blown up in the backfield. Tua stepping up. Finds him in the flats. Let's go. Again, run play stuffed up. There's your fumble by Zaquandre White. Another toss. Blown up. There you go. There's a nice little shifty run. There you go. This guy's playing Mr. Bombastic. I love it. Overthrow by Tua. Again, look at the pressure bearing down on that pocket. And then only a short gain takes what the defense can give him. Again, look at that pressure. Again, another short gain. Pressure was real. Tua steps up. Oh, over the middle. I believe that was Hunter Long. Look at this is the back foot throw to Craycraft again. Broken coverage. Igbo and Rowe miscommunication. Rowe caught biting on that out route. Nice completion over the middle right there. Ooh, nice completion on that crosser over the middle by Tua. Love it. Split back set. I love it. Steps up and chucks it. Ooh, I think, was that Bridgewater? I think that was Bridgewater. Just stepped up and chucked that. Look at that. I formation. Love it. Toss and red zone drills. Look at that. Scamper through for a touchdown. Love it. Beautiful. Beautiful stuff. Skylar Thompson. Wide open. Give in for the touchdown up the middle. Love it. Skylar Thompson again. Nice toss over the middle by Skylar. Nice zip on that. Good find. Ooh. Just out of his reach. Ooh, nice throw by Tua. Single back. Sack. The motion into the I formation. Love it. Ooh, and it works. You know, they pick up at least 5 there. 5, 6. Like it. Oh, nice completion by Tua over the middle there. Love it. Off the play action. Beautiful stuff. Great stuff. Big run up the middle. Is that Ahmed? Love it. Love it. Bro, the island vibes at practice is amazing. Toss. Oh, little decent gain. I'll take it. I like it. I formation once more. Fake. Let her rip. Oh, almost. Guys, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new. 630 of you in the room. Oh, nice little chunk play. I'll take that. Let's go. Especially based off some of the runs we've seen here. Oh. Had to show it one more time. Man, almost, eh? Almost. Put 2 on the bootleg. Throws it away. Motion to the I formation. Toss to the right side. Strong side toss. Good effort. Music to a music. I love it. Oh, nice play. Oh, oh, he was stuffed. Nah, you were stuffed. Yeah, when you were stuffed on the cutback. Big catch in the end zone. Big touchdown. Red zone drills. Gotta love them. Just the motion we keep seeing. I love it. Tua steps up on the move. Oh, test the back of the coverage in the back of the end zone. Broken up. Nice play in coverage. Look at the pressure right away. Man. Throwing off your back foot in red zone drills. Love it. There you go. Nice run. Then here we go. AVG getting off, making some noise today. Look at this breakup by X today on Waddle. Huge. And then look at this throw by Skylar Thompson. We showed the other highlight of it. Perfect stuff by Craycraft. He's making some noise. So, man, love it, guys. A lot of good stuff from training camp today. A lot of good stuff. Let's get into Tua Tagovailoa's media availability. A lot of good stuff, man. Love it. Love it. All right. And finally today, guys, Tua's media availability, because he talked about some things that I want to talk about here. So let's bring that up for y'all. Oh, first, before I do, because I didn't have a chance to show you guys yesterday. Actually, you know what? I'll show you after. I'll show you guys after. All right, let's get in. Let's stick to day 7. So let's show you Tua's media availability from today.
In this world, that's not how it is. It's almost kind of disrespectful, if you will.
He's talking about the privacy.
That, but it is what it is, and
you know,
shoot, can't do anything about it. And guys, I have a wife. I mean, no girls for me, I guess, if you will. I mean, you know, if that's the perspective. But yeah, I mean, same focus. You know, same focus. The season, what we got here in training camp.
So today I asked Coach Darrell about your accuracy and how he feels you were able to be so accurate in football. He said it was more of a feel thing for you. I'm curious, how do you train that feel to make yourself precise consistently with football?
Well, I would say I've been playing the sport, you know, as long as I can remember since I was little, and that's something that my dad would train me to do every time I'd go out and throw with a teammate, a cousin, whoever it was. If my dad would stand and catch for me, an uncle would stand and catch for me, they'd always give me a spot that I had to throw it to. And my dad was very adamant at where the ball had to be every time. And so he made it known after practices, after games. And so I would say it stuck with me throughout my entire football career in college and then even in the NFL.
Recently, a 65-yard touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill went viral on social media. It was viewed more than 2.8 million times. I don't know if you knew that statistic, but Why do you think there's such a fascination about that play and ball and your connection with Tyreek?
Yeah, I think because people don't think I can throw the ball far. So
Like, so
I would say that's
stupid.
the fascination. Like, wow, he can throw the ball. It's kind of hard to be in the NFL if you can't throw the ball, right?
To a recent race yesterday, the NFL announced that they disciplined the team for tampering. Among that tampering was the teams, most with respect to Tom Brady, dating back to 2019. Obviously, you weren't here, but even in 2021, were you made aware of this? What are your thoughts? And I mean, are there any discussions that need to be had between you and, I guess, high-ranking members of the organization?
Yeah, I would say everyone heard about it yesterday when we went into the locker room, seeing it on the TV. For me, I have no idea about all the details other than what was shown on TV with the $1.5 million fine.
Like, why are we asking him about the tampering
Something
and stuff?
happening with Brady. I mean, I don't know all the details. I don't even know what happened. But I mean, I got to talk to a couple of the guys, to kind of find out what was going on, and everyone's wondering the same thing. So, I'm not too sure.
But no discussions with, I guess whether it's Chris Greer, Mike McDaniel, even Stephen Ross about your standing with the team, nothing like that.
What do you mean, my standing with the team?
I mean, the fact that they spoke with Tom Brady on multiple occasions, which included the potential plan for the team.
Was that in 2019?
2019 and
That was in.
2021.
Oh, okay. I remember I came in 2020. So whatever happened in 2019, I can't even speak on that. So I was here 2020, and I'm still here, and I'm blessed to be here. If it has
Like,
to do with
why
support
are we
from
even
the
bringing
team,
this up?
I think the team's all in with me and all the guys that we have now.
A lighter note to with the music theme on it. You were into it, man. You're singing.
Yeah.
We know you're an old soul. So
Yeah.
obviously the playlist reflected that. Is that accurate?
Yeah. Well, I was trying to figure out.
Media is ridiculous. with
Which
these
songs to
questions.
play to, because there were a lot of slow songs that I wanted to put on, but I didn't think that it fit, a lot of the slow songs that I wanted to put on, because I still put on some slow songs. I didn't think it fit the guys out here working in the hot sun, and guys probably would have got even more mad at each other.
During the stretch, it's okay.
Oh, during the stretch, it's okay. You can play whatever.
So on the flip side of that, Mike has been saying that at all the meetings he says who the fastest player was at practice. Has Tyreek been winning that most of the time? And do you have a fastest time that you've logged so far in that?
Yeah, well, they don't tell us the quarterbacks' times. I'm glad they don't. 'Cause we barely reach top speed at any practice. Tyreek has been up there as the fastest Dolphin player. Keon Crossan has been up there for the fastest player.
Ooh.
And
I know
we
they
have
love
We
Crossan.
have it sectioned off. Christian Wilkins has won his big man fastest player. I would say Ogba's won it. And then running backs, running backs, linebackers, the kind of mid skills. Raheem's been winning a couple. But yeah, we got a lot of speed on the team.
It's frustrating to show up every day knowing that you're putting in your best work every day and constantly having people criticize those deep balls or your accuracy. Is that frustrating to come to practice every day?
No, I would say it's not frustrating because
Use it as motivation, kid.
I would say the only thing that gets frustrating is if you hear it every day or if you see it every day. So for me, I eliminate all of that. Don't hear it, don't see it. I go home, go to my family, study, wake up the next day, come back, enjoy football. Then I hear everything, obviously from the media. And then when Ann preps me, for whatever you guys are going to say, then I'm like, I got to answer this. All right, let me figure out something politically correct to say. So.
When you were on Tyreek's podcast, you talked about how your perception of being humble has evolved, and how now you kind of realize that you can be humble while being confident at the same time. I'm curious,
Well, listen to what this man says here.
realization, or is that
Let's
something
go.
that years ago?
Yeah, I would say I've always had that. The only thing is I've never shared it. I've always had it inside. Like I'd be humble, but at the same time, in my mind, you wouldn't know that like I'm out there to still do what I want to do. Like compete. Obviously, throw a lot of touchdowns, you know, and a lot of other things. But yeah, I mean, being a little more vocal with it has been something that I just, you know, started to.
Yeah, do you feel like you're trying to kind of project that more?
I wouldn't say I'm trying to project it more, but you know, I just don't want people to get the misconception that being humble is being the nice guy all the time, because that's not necessarily what it is, to me at least.
Is Tyreek
Atta
rubbing
boy.
off on you a little bit in that sense?
No. Oh man, no. Gosh, no. Tyreek that's his own. He's his own person. He's unique. He's different. He's fun. But I wouldn't say me and Tyreek are very similar.
Tagovailoa was speaking earlier today about how a quarterback almost has to do like a math equation in their head as a play is developing, which I thought was a cool analogy. How high do I throw it? How far do I throw it? How much space is there? What's the speed of the receiver? Tell me your thoughts on that as it relates to figuring out exactly where the ball needs to be placed, especially with new guys.
Yeah, I think that's the good thing about having OTAs, being able to throw the ball to them, work on timing with those guys,
You can see the
and
timing.
then
Him and
some of the deep
Tyreek is
balls. You know, you kind of chuck one out there, see who can run under it, see who can, and then you kind of work your way back down from that. But like I said, we've all, you know, in our quarterback room and quarterbacks across the league, we've all been playing the sport for, you know, however long and ever since we were little. So it's something that almost comes natural to us. Yeah, I would say I'm comfortable, but
don't get complacent to it.
That doesn't mean that we take
Bring
off
that
days,
dog out. Let's
with,
go.
not studying, you know, not
Attaboy.
continuing to talk to the guys,
Yep.
not continuing
He's
to come up
comfortable,
here
but
on
he's
an
not
off day,
complacent.
talk
Let's
to the
go,
coaches,
brother. Let's go.
about some of the things that we see. I think that's the cool thing this year too, is you know, we have a lot of open conversation with our quarterback room and with the head coach, you know, with the receivers, you know, and it's really dependent on what we like in a quarterback room. You know, if a route is drawn a certain way, and that's how Mike has been running it, you know, for 17 years, and we say, like, you know, through our experiences the past 2 years, just giving an example, you know, I like this play ran this way. I feel more comfortable with that play ran that way. I mean, without hesitation, I mean, he's gonna do that to the liking of our room.
Love it.
You kind of mentioned touching on the new guys, new receivers a little while ago. What have you seen out of Braylon Sanders and Eric coming in as rookies? Have you been impressed with them so far?
Yeah, I've been very impressed with them. They have very good ball tracking skills. They're long and they're fast. They're fast for some pretty lanky guys. You know, they'll insert. You know, I think the hardest thing for them is just transitioning with hearing the play calls in the huddle, knowing where to be. But other than that, very impressive. You know, throughout the OTAs and throughout the first couple of days of training camp.
Maybe a little under the radar.
Oh yeah, I would say definitely under the radar. Those are definitely dark horses for our team. You know.
Let's go. Let's go.
Right, thanks, guys.
Let's go. Let's go. Love it. Dark horses. Love it. Nah. Oh man. All right, bro. Love it. Oh man. Guys, I'm gonna drop a link. If you guys want to join me backstage after the show, link is in the comments right now. And because we're gonna be off till Friday, guys. We're back on Friday. Thursday is the only off day, so tomorrow I'll be recording the Finish Line with Richard Webb, as well as Fin Too Deep with Neil Driscoll. So I'll still be doing Dolphins content, producing Dolphins content for you guys. But tomorrow is their only off day, I believe, this week. So yeah, we'll be right back here on Friday, 8 p.m. Expect us. All right. I appreciate each and every one of you for rolling through and spending some of your Wednesday night with me. I hope you enjoyed the training camp footage. Rhino Pyro, I know y'all are out there. Thank you for taking care of. I know I saw y'all taking care of one of those spams in the chat. So I appreciate the mod squad coming out and showing love. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Again, I will see y'all on Friday. Until the next one, y'all already know what time it is. Fins up, baby. All day, every day, even beyond the grave in which we'll lay. Have a fantastic Wednesday night and Thursday, guys. I'll see y'all Friday. Let's go, baby. Check your pulse.